It is very important because it is the one thing that you need that can actually ginger you into getting better. But it's not the fact that you do the feedback or you get the feedback that actually matters more. It is how you interpret, process, and act on the feedback that you get. Now that is the main thing. Feedback comes in all sorts of ways. There is internal feedback. There's external feedback. There's concurrent feedback. There's static feedback. Feedback is everywhere. And it is key because it is the only measure that you have got to determine how far you have come or otherwise. In football, feedback is simple. As a football player, we get feedback naturally from the coaches. The reaction of coaches and scouts to what we're doing is enough feedback for us. Feedback comes from the coaches. Feedback comes from the scouts. Feedback sometimes comes from your teammates. Very importantly, and I hope we get back to it at some point, feedback comes from the crowd. Because the way the crowd reacts when you do certain things determines what you're doing, whether it is right or not so right. Feedback is important. But there's another kind of feedback that we notice on the football field. The feedback that comes from your opponent. It is concurrent, it is cyclical, it is steady and ongoing. The ongoing feedback and how you deal with it is important. Let me give you an illustration. If you know football, you will relate with me. If you don't, please stay and listen because it's simple. Now, I'm going to go here now to my board. This is my team. We've set out to play with this formation. And we were ready to play, but then when the opponent comes, when they came and we wanted to start the game, we noticed something. We noticed that the opponents were here and they decided not to go beyond here. We are pushing up, trying to get there, to get in here, but they've just stayed, leaving this one man up top. Whatever it is that they did, this guy was here, and whatever it is that we do, we have two lines of defense. They're playing defensive, and they're not moving. They're just blocking us off and making sure that we don't penetrate. We call it defensive, but it gives a feedback, and it's that feedback that I want you to let you know now. It gives a feedback that they are aware, conscious, wary, and I'll probably say scared of potential, the positive technical potential and the strength of my attacking players. They know that if they drift away from here, my attacking players have got enough to penetrate and score. So they've decided not to move. They've decided to go defensive and stop us in these two lines from actually penetrating. Now, what do we do to react to that feedback? The feedback that has come back to us to say that they are scared of us, that they know that we've got potential to actually attack them, and they don't want to drift away because they know that they could be in danger. So how do we react? In some cases, and I may be corrected, I'm not a top coach, but I do know what my duties are. In many cases, we throw more men forward. Put this one here, we throw more men forward, so that the more of us that is up here, the more the possibility and the propensity that they will basically mess up and make a mistake. Because if we are here with all of the prowess that they know that we have got, with all the technical potential to attack that they know we have got, which has made them sit back here, it means that we can continue to pummel them with passes, drifting from left to right, in the center, and force them into making mistakes that will let us in and score. That is the power of feedback. what have we then done? What we have done basically is we have changed our team formation. We started with 4-4-3 and we've gone 4-1-4-1, 4-5-1 because we now know that we have got the ability to actually punish them, and they're scared of it, was why they decided to sit back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it does, it is because we made use of the feedback that we got and we used it well. There's my message to you today. My message to you is to use feedback well. To be able to be flexible, to be able to actually be able to tweak things a little bit. Once you get the feedback that you're looking for and you know what you're up against, not to be too rigid, but what we have also done is we have shifted our mindset. The feedback that we have got has strengthened our mindset into knowing that it means that there is something good about us that this team is wary of, and that is why they don't want to come out, and that is why they're sitting deep. So we have now used the feedback that we have got to strengthen the mindset that we have, to actually unleash the excellence that they're wary of and go for the kill, because we can now see that they're scared of us. You should do that as well. Get hold of the things that you know are your strengths. Don't be worried if the questioner, your interviewer, your project manager, your director, your scrutineer comes up with questions that you find hard to answer. He's not trying to kill you. He's not trying to embarrass you. He's probably trying to get you to bring out what he knows that you have got within you, and it's your duty to do just that. Feedback is important. Feedback is magical, especially if you know how to use it to shift or strengthen or reawaken or unleash the mindset within you to go for your wins. It's always an honor and a privilege to be in front of you talking. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch me and to listen to my gibberish about football. It is an honor. I would appreciate your comments and your feedback. Your feedback will energize me into what I do next when I come back here again. I'm also on YouTube. My YouTube channel is called Tunde Talks. And I'll be grateful if you can subscribe and click the notification button when you do that, so that whenever I'm back again, I will be here, you will be there to listen to me as well. Thanks once again, and keep your chin up.